Alright guys, we're going to be solving question 4 from the second chapter of the Meriam textbook in geomechanics, and we have this force F that has a magnitude of 6 kilonewtons and has the indicated line of action, so it's going from A to B. We have the coordinates of point A and point B, and the question is asking to write the unit vector n associated with force F, and then we can use that unit vector in order to determine the x and y scalar components of force F. So let's see how we can find the unit vector. So we are going from point A to B, and basically what we need to figure out is to see how we are moving in x and y direction. So if we want to find point AB, or the line that connects A to B, we have to see how we are moving in x direction. So if we look at this, the coordinates that we have for each point, the first one is the x component, so this is x component, and the second value would be the y component. So point A, we are at -3 on x, and we are moving to 10 for B. So the way we're going to move in x direction is from -3 to 10. So we have 3 units in here and 10 units on positive side of x. So 3 plus 10, it's going to be 13. And since we are moving along positive x-axis, it will be positive value. So that would be our x. I'm going to show the y in different color. Same idea, we have the second value for y. So 7 on positive side, and b would be -8. And this time for y component, we are going in the opposite direction of y-axis, or we're going along negative y-axis, and we have 7 units on the positive side, 8 units on the negative side. 7 plus 8, 15, and since we are going in the negative direction, it will be -15. So that's going to be our vector AB. So for finding unit vector, which the question is asking to call it n, we basically have this vector that we found over the magnitude of the vector AB. So the force, the vector AB in here would be 13. I is our unit vector for x, and we have -15j. J would be our unit vector for y, and same thing applies in 3D questions too. We just have another component for z, which will be k. So k is the unit vector for z component, and if you want to find the magnitude, it's pretty easy. We have the square root of x component squared, 13 squared plus -15 squared, and that's going to be our unit vector. So if we want to find our n, we're going to have 13 over the square root of this value. Let's calculate this. So the square root of 13 squared plus 15 squared, the negative sign will be cancelled out since we have the power of 2. This will turn to positive value. So we're going to have 19.849. That's going to be our I, and -15 over 19.849. That's going to give us the n, and our unit vector is always in vector form. So all we need to do in here is just to calculate these values, and we are good to go for our unit vector. So we're going to have 13 divided by 19.849, which is going to be 0.655, and also we're going to have actually -15 divided by that, that's going to be -0.756. So that's our unit vector, or the end that the question was asking. And if you want to find the force F, it's pretty easy. So the force F would be the magnitude of the force times our unit vector n. If we get back to the question, we can see that the force F is 6 kilonewtons. So all we need to do in here is just to multiply 6 by 0.655i minus 0.756j and this will be in kilonewtons. And let's calculate this in order to find the scalar component of this force F. So 6 times 0.655, that's gonna be 3.93 I, and for the y component, we're gonna have 6 times 0.756 minus 4.536. So minus 4.54 J, and the unit in here is kilonewton. So yeah, this will be the x component of the force F, and minus 4.54 is going to be the y component. And that's pretty much everything for this question. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and you guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.